That said, there's no stopping the global EV market from expanding. At present, the market is worth $246 billion. In the next 6 years, it's estimated to grow to over $1,000 billion, $1,000 billion. Almost every car maker plans to go fully electric in the near future. Jaguar, Ford, Volkswagen, Volvo, all of them. And this is despite the many controversies surrounding EVs, the many accidents they're involved in. What explains this trend? What is making EVs popular? How much better are they than the conventional cars that we use? And what will it take to make them safer? Here's a report.
Introduced more than 100 years ago, electric vehicles have come a long way. They're gaining market share globally, overwhelming petrol and diesel cars. Analysts say they might even replace conventional cars in a few years. Look at the developments. Almost every car maker plans to go fully electric in the near future. Jaguar plans to sell only electric cars from 2025, Volvo from 2030, Lotus by 2028. And it isn't just premium brands. General Motors will make only electric vehicles by 2035. Ford says all vehicles sold in Europe will be electric by 2030. Volkswagen says 70% of its sales will be electric by the same year. Now look at the volume. In 2020, there were about 10.2 million electric vehicles in operation worldwide. In 2021, that figure grew to 16.4 million. A colossal rise courtesy the Wuhan virus. It slumped the sale of conventional cars as people started opting for greener choices. Which countries are leading this trend? As of 2020, Norway had the highest levels of EV ownership per capita, followed by Iceland, Sweden, the Netherlands, and Germany. According to one estimate, the global market size of EVs was $246.7 billion in 2020. It is projected to reach $1,318 billion by 2028. That's a compound annual growth rate of 24.5%. So what explains this growth, especially given the many controversies surrounding EVs? Fires, crashes, glitches, deaths. Electric vehicles often make news for the wrong reasons, yet they remain popular. What explains this trend? Number 1, climate change. EVs can help combat it. They can reduce carbon emissions, help car makers meet Paris Agreement goals. 2, fossil fuel independence. Conventional cars run on oil. Most countries have to import it. EVs, on the other hand, use renewable electricity. It can be generated using local resources and help countries cut down on oil expenditure. 3, falling costs. EVs may still be expensive to buy, but they're much cheaper to drive. A 2020 study says EV owners on an average spend 60% less compared to internal combustion engine vehicles. And reason number 4, government support. Many countries plan to phase out the use of gas and go all electric by 2040. They're advising car makers to take the same pledge, offering them incentives to switch to EVs. This has led to a major boom in EV manufacturing. So, to put it simply, the EV market is growing exponentially. The customer perception is shifting. Car makers are experimenting. Governments are willing to invest. That doesn't change the fact that there's still a long way to go in making EVs safe and ready for all.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.